is meteorologist Mark Molnar with your tropical update and MeteoMark's Weather Northeastern. Take a look at the tropics here. We're not really looking at anything much to deal with here in the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic, or the Caribbean for that matter. So as far as this map, very inactive. Take a look at the tropical factors. We do have a few tropical waves dotting the Atlantic out here. At this moment, not one of them shows any signs of developing. However, as they continue to progress west here into the Caribbean and eventually the Gulf of Mexico, we'll have to watch for any development as we head deeper into hurricane season here, and I expect activity to increase. So, bearing that in mind, we may be dealing with a quiet tropics now, but wait a few weeks. Things will likely change. Let's get right into viewer sending photos and videos. Videos it is. Derek Rentschler from Lebanon County, Pennsylvania. He's tracking a thunderstorm. This was last week off in the distance, continuing from his time lapse. Look at this beautiful time lapse of all those clouds streaming across the sky as he captured a thunderstorm in progress just a few miles from his location. Very nice capture, Derek. And taking a look at Lucas D. from Linden, Texas. Take a look at this beautiful cloud captures across the sky. His skies were also showing very interesting clouds, to say the least. And his were not really in the form of big thunderstorms, but they were very interesting as we have a lot of light, lower light, shining on some of those clouds, creating an orangish glow. Very nice, Lucas, and I'll continue to show his videos as well in upcoming segments. Let's get right into the forecast. Precipitation totals. Eyes are drawn right to the northeast, southern tier of New York, northeast Pennsylvania, Susquehanna River Delta. We continue with those bands of heavy rainers that continue to develop and move from south to north across the region. So we're going to continue to watch for that. And here for your weather pattern, there's that cutoff low, continuing to sock us in with moisture and all of this heavy, slow-moving rain. Let's get right into the severe weather. The only severe weather I'm going to be watching is the Susquehanna River Delta here, all the smaller creeks and streams from Binghamton southward to Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Elmira, Towanda, Meshopin, all the way down towards Harrisburg, Lancaster area. This is where the bands are orienting themselves up, and this is going to be a flood threat, flash flood threat, as these bands move from south to north over the same areas as all these training rainers rain themselves out as they move from south to north. And Wednesday will be the biggest day for this. I'm expecting widespread 1.5 to 3 inch totals, with some areas approaching 4.5 inches and some of those localized bands. So gonna have to watch for that. And as I said, the flash flooding threat will be high on the area smaller creeks, not the Susquehanna itself. Susquehanna should remain either at just below bankful, at bankful, or a minor flood stage. I do expect the smaller tributaries, the creeks and streams, to start having problems with some of these training rainers that develop. So flash flooding threat high. Let's take a look at that and that's for Wednesday into early Thursday. Wednesday, look at this across the northeast. We're really socked in here in portions of the Susquehanna River Valley, the I-81 corridor for that matter, from Binghamton south towards Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, Harrisburg, Lancaster area, all these areas along the Susquehanna River. We will have to deal with not the Susquehanna itself being a major problem, but all of those smaller streams and creeks that lead into the Susquehanna will start to have some more problems Wednesday afternoon and evening, as we have a very, very high moisture content environment here. Temperatures, as you see, they're not getting very high, but the dew points are very high, as well as the humidity. We have precipitable water values right around 2 3/4 inches, close to 3 inches widespread. So any of these rainers, these bands of rainers that develop and head from south to north across the Susquehanna River Valley could stand the chance to dump a lot of rain in a short period of time as they continue to move over the same area. Heading on into your Thursday, we get that first front moving through. It kind of scours out a lot of the humidity and tropical moisture, pushes it into New England, so it'll become New England's problem for a little bit. Thankfully, it will become more progressive as the front moves east a lot faster through them. But nevertheless, the Susquehanna River Delta, you'll start to dry things out. You'll still have scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms in the afternoon, but it won't be as widespread, and they won't be training over the same areas over and over again. Into your Friday, we get that next front pushing through. This will push through mainly late Friday afternoon and evening. We start to really push it, and guess what? That means lower humidity and moisture content scours out with lower tropical moisture. And by Saturday, look at this, brilliant sunshine, wall-to-wall sunshine across the Northeast. Can't get much better than this for July. Humidity values between 30 and 40%. And guess what? Upper 70s, a popular number near 80, with lower humidity. You'll start to get humid towards Philadelphia, southern New Jersey, but even then it won't be that bad as we get high pressure building in across the Northeast. Take a look at my 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from Binghamton to Scranton's Upper Susquehanna River Delta, Towanda, Meshhoppen, Oswego, all these points in between. Take a look at this. We got Wednesday. We got to get through Wednesday anywhere from about, we'll average 2 inches most areas. Most areas getting a widespread 1.5 to as much as 3 inches of rain. As I said, it won't be the Susquehanna River that will be the major problem. It will be all the small tributaries, like the small streams and creeks that lead into the Susquehanna, that will be the major problem across the area. So watch for flash flood, heed those flash flood warnings across the area. And heading on into it'll be very humid, to say the least, into your Thursday. Look at that. We get the first front moving through. It kind of tones down the percentage of precipitation here down to about 30 to 40%. So we won't see widespread problems into your Friday. That second front approaches. So we're starting to get a lot of this moisture out of the area just in time for Saturday and Sunday, mostly sunny. Low humidity, 30 to 40% values, and temperatures very beautiful into the upper 70s. So that is your reward for having this week of heavy rain across the area and very humid dew points and humidity. So there you have it. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark, subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark, comments, Twitter at WX Northeastern, Google Plus at MeteoMark. Don't forget to visit my website, MeteoMark.com and WeatherNortheastern.com. That'll do it for this edition of Weather Northeastern.